everyone. Let me get back over. Hi, Candy. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Tracy. Hi, Rita. Oops, my other one started going off. I must have had it on at the getting my car fixed. So, I'm not feeling very good today. I don't know if it's because I ate something I wasn't supposed to, or sleep, or if I'm catching whatever they had over there. Awkward Quilter says, y'all, I am in no by July, but have packages from June sales being delivered. My husband is looking at me very suspicious like. Hi, Quilt Queen. Katie. Okay, the first thing is I got a block from the block swap from Charlotte Villa. And anyone that wants to come up, the link is pinned at the top if you want to come up and make a block. But look at that. Isn't that pretty? Very pretty. Hi, Z. How are you doing? If you want to drop your link, type sew or quilt. Hi, Mind of Milton. Hi, Gladys. So there's my block for the swap. And, let me put it up here so it doesn't get mixed up. And I made this block, but it's too short. So I cut little strips. I'm just going to sew all these strips together and put them around the outside. Let me move that. And if I have time, I'm going to attempt to make this Jacob's ladder. With 2 fat quarters I have, I'm going to cut them into strips. In fact, maybe I'll cut the strips first. Oh. Nightbot saying hi. Well, that's good. So I'm just going to do that. Hi, Dawn. How are you? But I have to turn on the air conditioner because it's really hot up here. Because I wasn't home last night. So, of course, I didn't run the air up here. So, I'm going to try and put this up here out of the way. Oops, I moved something. It's not fitting in its spot. So, where did the strips go? Oh, they're over here. And I finished all my little half square triangles. I got them ironed for the table runner, but I did not get them all trimmed. Uh-oh, I mixed them up. Oh, maybe these are all the trimmed ones. I still have like 100 more to go, so. Hi, Moon Boots. How are you? Hi, Rushing Wind Mountain. And to drop your links, just type sew or quilt in the chat. George or Awkward Quilter saying that the bot likes her. Well, that's good. And I'm just sewing these flat across. I know you're supposed to do this, but I'm not messing. I'm just sewing them straight across because I don't even know if I'll like this. And if I don't, I'll save these blocks for something else. But okay, there we go. Oh, I like myself better in the little box. It's not as close. I probably have big dark bags under my eyes. Hi, Squirrel Magnet Fishing. How are you? So tonight, because I didn't get much sleep, I am going to bed early tonight. Hopefully I'm going to take a nap so I can watch the lives for tonight. Because I think my daughter's gone too, so I'll have some peace and quiet. Candy's saying hi to Marie. I must have missed her come in. Hi, Marie. Now I lost my snips. Oh, I found my screwdriver. Oh, here they are. Whenever I clean up, I lose stuff. And there's also a heist game. You just put heist, exclamation heist, and then a space and the amount you want to do. Hi, Maureen. Hi, Marie Johns. And then somebody else can join in the heist. And then some of you win, some of you don't. And of course, the slots are working. And I changed the wording, except for I forgot to change Ahoy Captain, but I changed everything else. So, and the pattern I got from the Jacob's Ladder, I think I'm just going to chain piece these so I don't have to keep cutting. Well, I guess I will have to cut something, but maybe not. Nope, I'll have to cut that one. All right, I got to cut one of these, though, to get the end. Got to get the end. All right, that's the beginning, so I'll just go right here. Yeah, if you drop your link, everybody can check out your channel. And what I do is when I see a new channel I'm interested in, I go to their site and then I put their video in my catch-up list. So I know to watch it. Then I go in and watch the video. And at a minimum, I watch at least 5 minutes. And then, whoops. I'm goofing up here. I lost my train of thought, lost what I was doing. And that way, when you subscribe to somebody, it'll stick better if you watch their video first before you subscribe. If you just hit subscribe, it more than likely will not stick. So let me put this on here. Oh, I didn't even sew that one. And it's nice to find out. I've been learning a lot of different stuff that I didn't even know. Then I went to check on my garden this morning. The storm last night broke my tomato plant right in half. The one with the tomato on it. Oh, I was devastated. I'm like, my poor thing. It survived the cat. It survived me. And now it's going to probably die because it's broken half from the storm. So, and if they don't, I may move them into the sun more, but because they're in the sun like half the day, the other half they're in the shade. So, and I'm just sewing these all together because I can cut them as I need them. And you just got to make sure the last one you have is not messed around or twisted. See, I can't even talk. I'm not feeling the greatest. And then I'll press this all later. Nobody's coming up today? Nobody wants to sew with me? Or chat or talk about their channel? I pinned the link at the top. Anyone can come up and promote their channel while I sit here and sew these little things together. These little strips. Oh, you know what? I could have probably used this to make the Jacob's ladder, but oh well. I'll use something else. Yeah, I love Rushing Wind Mountains. They have beautiful scenery and everything on there. Hi, Thompson RC. How are you? I'm just sewing a few strips together. Thompson RC, he does the RC cars. You know those cars that race around? Nice ones, not the little things you get in the toy store. I mean, these are professionally built cars. I'm doing good, RC. So if you're into that, now I couldn't build one to save my life, but I love watching stuff race around. Anything that goes fast. Oops, look at, I can't even see to cut the thread. Hi, Alan Williamson. You still crochet? I can still crochet, but I haven't done it due to my arthritis. But I used to do it all the time. I did craft shows. I sold a bunch online on Etsy. But then when my arthritis started, I switched over to sewing. And now that the kids are older, I don't have to run to all their... Hi, Shaz! Shaz has another great channel. She goes for walks in the countryside. Very interesting. Since I can't walk a lot because of my legs, I still try, but I can't go anywhere far away. So I like to watch people that can actually do it, so I can watch their scenery while I walk down the sidewalk. Hi, Blue Nose. How are you? To drop your links, you can type sew or quilt in the chat. Nightbot will drop the link for you. And that way everybody can check out your channels and get to know everybody. Hi, Anna the Old Folk. Thank you so much for all your comments on my videos. I appreciate it. I'm just sewing these strips together, trying to keep up with the chat. Was hoping somebody would come up here, but I guess nobody's coming today. I know Rita's doing corn, so I think she had like 10 rows of corn to do. I don't know how many bushels that is, but it's a lot. I'm going to try and do corn this year, but I'm not going to do that much. I'm just going to do enough to put in my mom's freezer. But I would like to can tomatoes, but the way it's looking now, I'm not going to get too many. Hi, Sarah. How are you? Whoops. Cut the wrong one. Hi, Nancy. How are you? Do you want to come up, Nancy? Come on up. I'm not doing anything special, just making these blocks bigger that I made too small. Hi, Tiffany. How are you? Canadian Family Life. Hers, Our Treasured Home. And I think Canadian Family Life just got monetized. And Our Treasured Home is almost there. Hi, Lisa's Fun Find. How are you? So yeah, drop your link in the chat. So to drop it, or quilt. That way Nightbot won't get timed out by everyone putting it in there. And then check out each other's channels. You'll be surprised. Some of the ones I went to had some crazy names, but they're all good channels. That way we can all grow together. Whoops. I didn't sew that one. I didn't sew that one either. I must be out of something. I bet you I'm out of bobbin thread. Ay, ay, ay. Yep, I didn't sew that one either. Good thing I'd noticed. I'd be sewing all day. Why can't I get this done? And I just filled that bobbin yesterday. No, it's there. I see you, Nancy. I'm just waiting for your video to come up. Make sure it's you. Hello.
I'm sure it's me. This is what I was working on today.
Oh, a churn dash. That's pretty.
This is Dee's. So she was helping me. She goes, I claimed that one.
Oh, that's beautiful. Beautiful.
So I was like, my second
Sheila?
my second one I ever made.
Well, that's pretty good. You should have seen the ones I first made.
And they,
Oh, I came on credit. That's what the problem was. And I also have the slots game going and the heist game going.
oh, cool.
And if you want to turn in your points, you got to email me because I haven't figured out how to redeem it on the thing. And then
I emailed you and it said your email box is full.
What?
Yes, that's what it told me, that your email box was full. I was like, Mona, check your email.
Which one? Mona did what?
Yes, your Gmail.
Oh. I check that a couple times a day. I wonder, maybe it won't let you, because it's saying I need more storage. Well, I bought more storage. And I don't keep my emails. I keep them on some things. I'll have to check it out. I wondered why I wasn't getting nothing. And
Yeah, because when you sent me the PDF for the
Jacob's Ladder.
Jacob's Ladder, I said, thank you. This is so cool. And it says, delivery failed to these recipients or groups. The recipient's mailbox is full and can't accept messages now. Please try resending your message later or contact the recipient directly.
Oh my goodness. It's saying I'm full, but I bought more stuff and I deleted everything. And plus my phone has the highest amount of storage you could get on there. So I think it's just that Google, whatever it is. So
yeah, Google Drive.
Yeah. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to turn it off so that saves no emails. Because then I won't have that problem. Well, that's annoying. Hi, Wilkes County boy. Hi, Randy. What are you laughing at now? Me?
I'm laughing at I'm waving to everybody in the chat. I'm not even seeing the comments. I'm just like, I better just pull up, but I can look at chat every once in a while. But
Wilkes County boy said he sent me an email also. Oh, I'm sorry. I will get right on there and kick. Who am I kicking out? Google. I'll kick them out of my email. And I hope it's not happening to all of them. Maybe that's why my pack, because I have 3 emails. I have one left over from when I did crochet. It was Ohio Crochet Lady. And then I did one for Mona Did What. And then I have the other one just as a, just a regular email.
Right.
I have AOL as my spam. Anybody I don't want to have anything, I just put them in there and then I don't answer them. When you sign up for free stuff.
Exactly.
And it saves everything. So I don't know what's going on. And the one, my phone will not sync to my MacBook, but it'll sync to the old Samsung. Even though it says it's not there, all my files are going there. And I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. So then the other laptop that the kids crashed,
Right.
Get back, I did a restart and just lost everything off of there because I figured it's been sitting there for 5 years. I don't think I need anything that's on there. So I can get it running now. That's what I've been running yours on. But now it's starting to spin. And I
Oh
paid
my
for
gosh.
higher internet. I'm like, what is going on here? Now today I should be good because my daughter is at her friend's house, so let her hog their Wi-Fi.
Yeah, it took me a while. I'm just nervous cutting fabric. I've always have been. But
Yeah,
then,
I usually do that off screen because I need to concentrate when I'm cutting. I can't talk and cut fabric at the same time and have it match. Hi, Sandra K. Hi, Piggy Piddles. And to anybody else that I'm not getting your emails, I'm sorry. It's Google, not me. Maybe I'll have to come up with another email.
I have mine to where I made different I guess you would say folders to put different emails in.
Yeah, I have that. But you would think if you buy extra space for Google, you would think it would go for all 3 emails, not just the one you bought it through. But apparently it doesn't. So, and I'm not buying anymore, so I just won't back it up. If I lose my email, big deal. I don't use that to make purchases. That's just for what do you call it? YouTube
For YouTube. Yeah.
and my Shopify shop, but I can't figure out the password. So I started a new one, and I'm like, well, my website's not there, so I got that to mess with. And then last night I was bored at Uncle's, so I was screwing around on Discord and added a bunch of groups and some different things. Everybody's going, what is she doing over here? Because I really don't know. But I just thought if everybody came in all at once, they might want to, use different things.
Exactly. So yeah, last night I was in a couple chats, and then people are talking asked about Rita going live. I was like, she's not going live tonight. They got too much corn.
Oh, I know. She'll be
Corn,
lucky.
you will. Go ahead.
She'll be lucky if she goes live tonight.
Corn is something totally different than sitting there showing beans.
Yeah, corn's a lot of work. A lot of work. All right, now let's hope I sewed this together right.
Shucking the corn is easy. It's cutting the corn. It's you need to concentrate on.
Oh, I hate shucking corn. I get an itchy mess. I usually make the kids do it, or I just do it so that it's already, what do you call it? Cook it in it.
Right. Canned or frozen.
I don't know. I usually just eat it. But I'm going to freeze some this year if my mom still has room in her freezer.
Oh yeah. You know how the old wives' tale is. If you have a hot summer, you're gonna have a harsh winter.
Now, winter, I don't care about. I don't have to leave. I can have my food delivered. I'm going to start at the other end. I don't like that little piece. I'm just adding some borders onto this block to see if I can make it 12.5.
Okay, so YouTube is really, really slow because last night I finally got the update in my studio where it shows talks about membership, supers, And then it went from having the 4,000 hours that I need only 3,000 hours.
Mm-hmm.
And also, I was like, I thought that was so cool. I was like, finally, you
You're
updated
getting
it.
monetized too, then.
Huh?
So that means you're getting monetized too.
Close, I hope so. I'm at 1,796 hours, so a little over halfway in the hours. And I don't know
Usually
why.
they don't put that in there until you have it. So more than likely, you already have it. They've just been checking out your channel, I think, to see before they give you the information. That's what I think, because mine didn't move up at all, and then all of a sudden, uh, it went through, and I got my hours, and then like the next day, I got an extra 1,000 hours. So they had to been holding on to something.
Right. So I was like,
Yeah,
so I
'cause
saw that. I showed Anastasia, and she was so happy. She goes, "What?" I'm like, "Yeah."
well, that's good. Um, did it say sign up here or anything? You, I would click on those little things because it might have you sign up. For the super chats and stuff. Because I
No,
had to go in each one and turn them on.
it just says learn more.
Oh, yeah. Then you're already in. They're just doing their P's and Q's. But I had to go under earn to turn them on. The dollar sign?
Right.
They're in there.
That's where I'm at. It says earn, and it's like, okay, there it goes. It says next steps apply now. We'll let you know when you're eligible.
Okay, so yours went through. So you just have to go in and apply.
You want to walk me through it?
Yeah, I guess I could try to remember. Did you get a what do you call it? A survey from them saying, do you still plan on making videos? Do you see yourself getting a strike or anything?
No, I haven't gotten that.
Oh, okay. Because I got that first and I go, that's strange. And then the next day, a couple days later, I got that. You just go in and apply, and you have to put your name and everything and your address and all that, and just answer the questions.
All right, I'll do that later. Because I know
So that
Jen,
means you're already eligible. And then once they do the letter, then you can go ahead and turn those on, and then you'll be able to get those. My
okay.
monetization only took less than 3 days. It took 2 days from when I applied. And I applied at 5 in the morning because my uncle got up, had to go to the bathroom. So I checked it, and it was on. So I applied right away. Or it might have been 3 in the morning, not 5. Then I was so tired this morning. They came to relieve me, and I go 10 more minutes. So she went and sat in the chair, and we both fell asleep. I woke back up because I get off at 7. I woke back up at 7:45, and I said, "Oh, I'm sorry." She goes, "I was sleeping right with you." I said, "Oh, good." Because sometimes you're so tired you just don't want to get up. And he had just got up at 6 or 5. I don't know. Well, I think once this ironed, it'll be all right. It's not ironed now. Oh, you can't see it.
Yeah, I know that feeling because I'm like, I am not looking forward. School starts in like a month and a half, and I'm like, I'm not looking
There's
forward
my
to
new
it.
block.
I really am not.
There it is. I got to bring it down. There's my pinwheel block. Nancy, you're not looking.
Oh, look at that! Cool.
Oh, I already
Turn
had
around this stuff up. Did I gotta make sure I have the front sides facing each other because I do that a lot.
Yeah, so this one should be big enough. Let me check with my ruler once I iron it and all that. Oh, exactly 12 and a half on that side. No, let me get to there. Oh, it said 3 on this side. I had the ruler upside down. And that one's 12 and a half, so I'll iron it later. I'm going to see if I can get these other 2 blocks done, which I won't send, everybody the same block. But while
Right.
I might as well. But yeah, Sheila made Wednesday that Jacob's ladder, and I really liked it. So I picked out some turquoise flower and some pink to make it.
Oh, wow.
Because you can do it with the strips. Did you get a roll of strips from somebody?
No.
But this will be my background. It's pink, and it has little bunny rabbits on it. And then I'll have the turquoise to go with it.
Look at that.
And that'll be my Jacob's ladder. Because the bunny rabbits are running around in the flowers, I guess.
Oh, cool.
I got last year when they had that fabric at the Dollar Tree. And that fabric I was shocked because I'm like, oh, this is probably going to be crap. But it has really lasted because I made a bunch of bowl cozies out of it. And none of them have fallen apart. And I mean, I wash them, throw them in the dryer.
Oh, wow.
They've shrunk, but, they haven't fallen apart. So I'm making plans on my vacation. I can't wait.
Where are you going? Or is that undisclosed location?
Yeah, I'm going to upstate New York, but I'm not going to say where. And just going up to see my old friends. The only one that I'll tell is my daughter. And she better not call me. Unless the house is on fire, she better not call me. Now, if she's in the hospital or something, that's all right. But other than that, no. I'm telling my mother the same thing. Don't call me. I will call you when I get there to tell you I got there. Don't bother me again. Because I'm only going for 3 or 4 days. Even though I'm making plans for a whole week, I know I won't last that long. I'll have to come home. I'll either be so worn out from doing stuff that I'll need to come home and rest. Bye, Wilkes County boy.
Wilkes. I know, because last night was the last night. We had Jamasa just checking down off the YouTube side that they canceled the live, but a few of us were in the chat. It was so funny because it was you, me, and Julie, and Linda. And I was like, yeah, I think because I had refreshed it on another tab, and it was gone. I was like, well, if you didn't get it in when you got in, then oh well. She took it down. She messaged me. She goes, I'm not going tonight. I said, that's good. You need a break. She goes, I've got so much corn.
Yeah. And I even went on her community tab. I said, she might have posted it there. And then I thought, my goodness, she is buried deep in corn. She can't even write that.
Yeah, because she said, she was telling me, they harvest and everything and can now because she said some years the garden didn't do nothing.
Yeah.
And she goes, well, you got plenty coming in. You do what you can do to stay with so you have food.
And you want to can it while it's fresh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, where I buy my corn, they pick it every day. And if something doesn't sell, they don't sell it the next day. They go around and give it to people in the community. I'm usually one of them, but
hey.
And then the next day they go out early and pick it before you come.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah. And she she freezes hers. But that's what I'm going to do. But I'm only going to buy a little bit at a time because I don't think I could even freeze bushels of corn. By the time 2 dozen. By the time I get them all shucked and ready to thing, I'll be exhausted. I'll be like,
Oh my goodness.
help.
Hey, well, I need to take a weekend on Friday. They not working on Friday and Saturday and come up there and you and I go around garden or whatever, then split half and half.
Yeah. Yeah, they do. And their corn is, it's good. Best corn I've ever had. And last year, I wasn't allowed to eat it with my braces, so I was cutting it off. It was so good the one time I just started chewing it with my braces on. I couldn't cut it off.
I don't blame you. Anastasia's got tattoo markers that you could draw tattoos on yourself. So she was drawing, they're coming off now. She did a heart, she did a flower. This is a guitar over here.
Yeah, my kids used to love those. But then when they started school, I wouldn't let them anymore because they had tattoos that had drugs on them or something. So I'm like,
Yeah.
how are you supposed to tell which ones are which?
I don't know. Hi, Rita. We were just talking about you. Are your ears burning? I had just enough red thread to sit there and do these turn dash. I was like, you're kidding me. Because I was running out of the
I use the same color thread for everything. I either use cream, gray, or white. And then the only time I use another, if it's black, then I'll use that.
And I was like, I thought my spool was run out of thread, and I was like, so I threaded another one, and then the other one I can't find. There it is. I was like, I better just thread it up just in case. And I was like, looked, and I was like, oh no, yeah. But I used this whole thing. I was like, well, at least I've got some.
Last long. The little one.
Oh yeah. So now I gotta.
I still have all my serger thread, so if I ever run out, I'll use that.
That's fine.
Well, when I do my bags, I try and color coordinate for the outside.
Right.
But for blocks now, I just use one. That's too much like work switching to everything. Now,
Oh yeah.
if you're gonna quilt it or something, then I would, but not just to sew the blocks together. I think I'm gonna have enough. Yippee!
Oh goodness.
Then my sister-in-law. Oh, there's Rita. She won $3,250 last night at the Moose. She called me just a squealing. I'm like, well, congratulations. My mother
sewing. I'm watching the canner, but I'm up here so you guys will quit talking about me.
We said that the other day. You better watch what you say on YouTube because you never know who might be listening.
I was talking about somebody. Oh, I was talking about Lisa, how we were in quilting on that Discord group. We were sewing offline, and I had to leave to go rain. Yeah, I guess a bunch of them are going in there Sunday to sew together.
Okay.
I'll have to see how I feel Sunday.
Well, I've got to get but this corn's coming together. You have to get it while it's there because
You have to get it while it's fresh, so it's good.
Get past its prime. Even today, what he pulled off today is not near as juicy as that I first started with. It's still okay, but it's just not the same. That's pretty. I like that. Love that. You did a good job. You did a good job.
Thank you. I was sitting there. It took me a couple hours because I had two. The middle one. Which one was it? It was this one. I didn't have the right size together, so I had to use my seam ripper. Oh no! You're kidding me.
Yeah, I call him Jack the Ripper, and my friend calls him the divorce lawyer.
Oh no. I was like, oh, please don't run out of thread yet. I had just enough. I was like,
I had to go get my car fixed today. They squeezed me in. Just
Mm.
needed a blinker. And they go, which one's out? And I said, I don't know, but I think it's the left. It's the one that makes the noise when I don't. But I did have Haley, oops, I forgot that side, check the one night. So I said, we can go. I said, but we can only make the turns on the side of the car that works. I said, we can't go anywhere else on the other side. Because I couldn't remember the hand signals. I remembered the stop, or was it, this is the stop from when we used to ride motorcycles, but I couldn't remember what the other right turn. What am I going to stick my hand out and go over there, over there?
It's straight out if you're turning.
right.
Yeah. And then
straight is up and down is right. Or something like that.
And I know up is stop or is up. I don't know. See, that's why I didn't try it. And I probably could have Googled it, but by that time I didn't want to go anywhere. So it was a good experience.
Yeah.
KD crash. She goes, 2 wrongs don't make a right, but 3 lefts do.
Well, there.
Don't worry about going live tonight if you're not done and everything. You're tired.
Oh, I probably won't be completely done. This is my second canner, and I've got some more jars for her, so I'll do 3 canners today. So.
I thought I had 3 blocks.
And I pick out the prettiest ears, and I put them in the freezer, and I've cut some off and put in the freezer and put it in the jars. It's just any way and every way. So.
Yeah, that's a lot of work. I'm gonna cut some strips. I gotta turn that off. It's cold over here.
I've got to watch that pressure. I don't want to turn around and scare myself and it be too high.
Yeah, that's what would scare me.
My mom did that one year, one Sunday. She was pressure canning potatoes to get them cooked done before we went to church.
Mm-hmm.
And she didn't watch the pressure. All of a sudden you hear something go, phew, at that little, the jiggle shot up, and then the top went off, and there was potatoes everywhere.
Wow, that's a mess.
So instead of being quick, we had to clean up a mess.
Yeah.
My mom does that, making what do you call it? The boiled eggs, egg salad. You know, where you hard boiled eggs. She'll go outside and start weeding, and then she comes back in. It's boiled down, eggs splattered all over. I said,
I wouldn't dare go outside and leave a pressure cooker on.
No, this was just a pan, not a pressure cooker.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I've done that. I was gonna boil some water for some tea one time and went wandering around out in the garden and come back and the pot was dry. So I probably went out there and went to pulling weeds and forgot I left it all in.
Yeah, whenever I cook, I set the timer for every 5 minutes because when I first got sick, I was on medicine and I was goofing everything up and burning stuff. So now I still do it. So that way I'll be in watching TV and the thing will go off and I'm like, was I cooking? And I'll run out there. Oh yeah, I was making this. But a good thing came from it. Now I don't burn the meat anymore because I've set the timer. Then I go back in 5 minutes, turn it over, and 5 more.
And I'm always getting the bacon too brown in the morning because I'll have the laptop here and the skillet on behind me, and I forget about it and turn around. I go to smelling it, and then, oh no, that bacon's still on. So.
Yeah, I've done that. Now I put it in the oven. I put it on a cookie rack, like one of those, and I put it on a cookie sheet and put the bacon on top, and then the grease goes down, and it cooks perfect every time. Can't get quite as much crunch though.
Mm-hmm.
But it doesn't splatter as much. I don't know how many strips I'm going to need. Maybe I better just start with 3. I'll strip them all. Why not?
Because I sit down. Well, I can't stand for too long, and then I sit down and get up, and I sit down and I start looking at something or read something on my phone and everything, and I'm just like, then I hear something like, oh yeah, that's right, I got something cooking.
Because I've been standing this morning filling them jars and doing stuff, and my toe beside my big toe got to cramping. I don't know. I just have to walk real funny to move around. I probably ought to wear shoes. I do everything barefoot. I guess I'm just a country girl, and I do things barefoot. And I really think my feet would feel better if I wore a solid shoe or something in here sometimes.
I just wear my slippers because if I don't, I get the bad cramps in my foot. You know how you get up in the middle of the night and you're racing around your room trying to. I just wear those.
Dominic Armstrong isn't down, stop, straight, left, and upright. And Molly Pest Hunter's best catch. Up is right, straight is left, and down is stop.
Yeah.
Oh, so that motorcycle the other day must have been going right. I think he was. Yeah, he was. Okay. I'm like, oh, he must be stopping.
And Linda, have I gotten any more blocks? I've only gotten 2 of them, Linda. One from you and one from Charlotte. That's about how many you guys have gotten too, isn't it? 2 of them?
I've only gotten one.
One, okay. And Candy says when she cooks, she doesn't do anything else. I think I try to multitask sometimes.
Yeah, I can't stand standing there just waiting for it to boil or something. I got to go do something.
And my laptop, I know I spend too much time on the laptop because it's in the kitchen. Probably enough flour in this laptop to make a muffin, but
See when I go through.
All right, I got strips. Did you see the thing from Charlotte? The block I got from Charlotte?
yes, because I was here. Yeah, I seen that. I did miss the pinwheel because about the time you said Nancy, look at this. I was looking, and then it was.
Yeah, I'm going, Nancy, look.
I don't think I saw it either because I think I was doing something else. But and Piggy says, "All right, ladies, this rooster has hung out long enough. Got to go looking around the YouTube yard." Yeah, that's what I do lots of times. First thing in the morning when I get up and have my coffee, I just see who's on YouTube.
Yep, me too, because there's nothing on TV.
Mm-hmm.
So I watch that, and I do the same thing at night, and then I usually put somebody on, usually somebody that's not loud like me, so I can fall asleep watching it. I think this is what I got to do. I better double check.
And Linda says she's only got one. I've not sent mine out. I've got to get through with this other stuff so I can finish mine.
Well, I just addressed the envelope for Sarah, so I will be mailing hers out because she won a prize, so I held on to her prize so I can mail it at the same time.
And I could probably be addressing those envelopes while I'm sitting there watching this canner, but I'd rather talk to y'all, and I don't know if I could address and visit with y'all and watch a canner at all.
Oh, that's Sheila. Sorry, Sheila. Hi, Sheila.
Hello.
I'm trying that block.
The Jacob's Ladder?
Yes.
Yes. I've got some more cut out, but I haven't sewed today. I had to go to physical therapy.
Is that your thing going off?
Do what?
What me?
Trying to throw the bobbin.
Oh, I thought you were running. I heard that noise. I said, "Oh my God, it's gonna blow up!"
Yeah, I was over there looking at that too, and I heard that, but it wasn't me.
Yeah.
Don't run there. Run the other way.
My mail doesn't come till like 4:30 or 5, but I have on my email I can look at see what's coming. and I'm getting a block from Charlotte today.
Okay.
Yeah, I got mine yesterday, I think.
Did you?
Yes.
I did get something in the mail today. You want to make me big?
Sure. Because then I look small. All right, let me see here.
We had an inch of rain this morning.
And that's what you told me. I'm so jealous.
Storms.
I'm not.
And we're getting more tomorrow.
I don't want it. It broke my tomato plant. You're big.
Oh, I am. Okay. Okay. Here it is. Oh, well, here. I'm on my phone.
Oh, you got one of those rotating mats.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
I made one, but I gotta glue it because it flies off when I try and cut.
I don't know. There it is.
Yeah.
Amazon. It was supposed to have been here yesterday, but it wasn't. It came today. So, okay, you make me little.
And there's a big lawsuit with them from something about if you have Prime and you're not getting any more benefit than the other ones or something.
Yeah, see, I had Prime. It's supposed to be here like in 2 days.
Yeah.
Well, it took like 3, but they sent me things that says sorry, it's running, but that's it.
Yeah.
Sorry, I had to.
So I'm anxious to use this. A lot of people have really recommended it, so I'm going to try it.
And I've seen people just take a smaller mat and just put it on their bigger mat and just use that to spin it. Because I have trouble with the one up in the air. Of course, mine's not glued down. I did it myself. I got a little spinny thing from Target and a little mat.
Oh.
But I didn't glue it.
Well, several people said this one's really easy to use, and they really like it. So
Oh, good.
that's why I decided to give it a try.
Yeah, I'm looking at maybe getting one for my the rotating one. Just trying to turn this thing around and I cut. It's like
Yeah,
I just I turn myself around. myself.
You know?
Yeah.
Get a smaller mat and turn it.
Because I'm getting
There you
tired of
go.
having to turn the fabric, then turn my ruler, then have to readjust it to make sure the measurements. And
Yeah, that's.
I'm like, no, I'm done with that.
Nancy, you like to DIY. You could do this, except you'd need glue. I got this little turn thing from Target, and it spins, and then I put a thing on top. But I didn't glue it on, but you could glue it right on there, and then you wouldn't have to worry it. And this was $1 at the Dollar Tree, so there you go, $6, you got one.
Yeah. I wonder what kind Katie Crafts got. She said hers has a bump in the middle, and she's not happy with it. This doesn't have that.
I would
have that.
Yeah.
Now I got one of them that you got, Mona, from Dollar Tree.
Mm-hmm.
And
I like it because it doesn't burn when I set the iron on it.
Yeah. I have a wool mat that's wool mat on one side, and you flip it over, and it's a cutting mat on the other. But sometimes with a lot of little pieces, I got tired of flipping it back and forth. So I left it on the wool mat, and I used that little one from Dollar Tree and put it on top and just cut it on it. So
yeah, I love the one from because it doesn't bend or nothing. So,
yeah. So I don't have to flip it back and forth, Well,
I don't know where I got that one. I think it came free with something, but I have it underneath my mat because that wool mat warped one of my cutting mats.
I had that happen, and I'm so sick about that. And it was my Martelli cutting mat that's real big, and it's got like a bump in it.
Oh, well, this had ribbles and everything, and I had to try and iron it and get it flat, and then I put it under books. Now it's over there by the iron, and it was the great big Fiskars one, the great big one.
Yeah. I thought about taking it outside on a real hot day and putting it on the concrete and see if it would, go back down. I don't know.
No, I just moved mine over out of the way and used
But
this
that
one.
Martelli one is not cheap, but it's a good cutting mat. I love it, but it's got that bump in it. So when I'm on there, I have to just press down a little bit more with my ruler.
Yeah. But since I put that one underneath the mat, it doesn't warp or nothing because this thing here's thick.
Yeah. Well, what
It
I
might-
did when I first started quilting, I had a wool mat and I set it on top of my cutting mat. And I guess the heat from it went through to my cutting
That's
mat.
what
I didn't know you
mine.
were supposed to do that.
Yeah, me either. That's what happened to mine. But I was using a lot of steam then too. So
But
now I have
I
the
can't
crap.
afford another one. That one was, pretty expensive, but it's a very good quality.
Whoa. What do you, oh, I must not have cut that straight. A corner sticking out.
So Rita, I have a question about corn.
Okay.
So I think you were doing a hot pack method. You had you blanched your corn, then I guess it cooled some, and then you cut it off the cob and you put it in jars and you put like hot boiling water in it.
Yeah. Now mine was in the pot of hot water, which if you can see it, it's over there. It's still got corn in it, and so I just use that water that I had heated it up in. Now you probably shouldn't do that, but that's just what I do. I do my green beans the same way because heating that extra water is just another job. So
yeah, that'll work. So you get the hot water. You put the corn in first, then you add
still got corn in this pot. So.
So do you put the corn in the jar and then add the hot water to it, then seal it?
Yeah, and then put it in the canner.
Okay.
And it's 55 minutes for pizza. Yeah.
Yeah. But after you can it, when you go to open the jar up, is it going to be whole kernel corn or are you going to make it cream style?
I'll show this. These are still hot. I'll show you one.
Will it be whole kernel corn once you open it?
Yeah, it will be. There. Can you see it?
Oh, that looks good.
These just come out of the canner. They're still hot. There's another canner running, and it's not. It doesn't look exactly like the store bought, but it's good corn.
But it's just going to be.
It's going. She's gone. It's not going to be cream corn because it's going to have some texture to it.
Oh. I think she just lost her thing because she's at the bottom.
It's going to have the texture to it because we cooked it, but we set that sugar and juice before I cut it off the cob. But she's
2.5. Subcut each strip into 2.5 by 4.5. Oh, I see. Duh. I'm like, where am I getting the 4? I love this 2.5 inch ruler because I just line it up and cut, but I don't like that Martelli cutter. I liked it at first, but I can't stand it now. Don't ask me why, but I don't. I like this guy.
And Mom, I fixed this and streamed it to my channel so I could comment if I wanted to, write a comment if I wanted to. Wouldn't let me the other way. I guess on StreamYard.
Yeah, I think you have to be signed in and to stream.
So I did. So it's streaming to my channel now.
Good. Yeah, I left it in there in case anybody wanted to. I forget it's there. I've been playing around with so much technology at night. I don't know if I'm coming or going. Which one's working, which one's not. Candy
says, Rita, can you send me some? I'll try.
Yeah, I don't know how that would work.
I don't know either. And I'm not going to do anything like make corn cob jelly or nothing like that. I know people do that, but my husband wouldn't eat it, so why go to the troubles?
I've never heard of it.
They say it almost tastes like honey, but I've never done it.
It tastes so good.
But I know he wouldn't eat it. He'd say, "Just give me blackberry or strawberry or something else."
You get it all for yourself, Rita.
Mhm. I don't know what.
Hello.
Hi, the Bud Photos. Who else is new in here? Kathy Waits. That's all I see. I got Streamlabs saying hi to everybody.
I hear you, Sheila.
Can you hear me?
I hear you.
Mm-hmm.
I know YouTube like kicked me out as Rita was talking, so I missed some of it. But I did see the corn that he was holding up. I did see that.
And it'll have a texture. It'll be like corn. It won't be cream corn. Because if I was going to can cream corn, I wouldn't blanch it first, and it would be more creamy. Does that make sense?
Okay.
So this is whole kernel. I've canned cream corn before, and I didn't like the texture of it.
Yeah, I don't like cream corn, period.
Okay.
You know that corn you buy in the store?
I love cream corn.
It's like chewed up corn.
Mm-hmm. But when I do cream corn, I put it in the freezer, and I do it like people do that fried corn kind of with the butter and the sugar and freeze it. Now that's what I call my cream corn, and now it's good. It's better than the canned corn, but I'm not wanting to put it all in the freezer this year. But I've done several packages of that too.
Yeah.
They're just 10 bushels of corn, but
yeah.
Oh, well, coming out.
Well, when I do cream style corn, I take the corn and cob out of the freezer and I let it thaw. I cut it off the cob. I put it in a cast iron skillet with a stick of butter and cook it for a little bit. And then I add some milk, salt, and pepper and kind of cook it down. It's so good.
Yeah.
We love.
Oh yeah, that's good way. And hello to Pam and Craft on and so forth.
Oh, and also
lady.
At the very end, I add this little bitty can of green chilies to it, and it is so good.
Okay. I probably wouldn't put the chilies though. Might make it good, but my husband wouldn't want me to put chilies or peppers in everything. So I probably wouldn't add that, but I bet it's good.
Oh, it is so good. We love it that way.
Like they're laughing or frozen.
But the can is real little.
Okay.
What did Mona say?
I thought Nancy was just frozen up there laughing like the last time, but she's not. She's talking to somebody.
Oh.
I think she's frozen.
Oh, I can see she's muted, but I can see her laughing and talking.
She's moving.
I'm doing this vibing, and I'm laughing at y'all and watching this thing at the same time.
She's multitasking.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to.
Got her letter to get monetized. So that's good.
So I was like,
yeah, I'm monetized, but I don't make no money. I'll tell you.
I'm up to $24.
Oh, I'll tell you.
3 weeks or something. And they don't pay you till it gets up to 100. So
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna put it aside.
She's gonna use that money to go on her vacation.
No, I'll use that for fabric. I already got my vacation. It's not gonna cost much. I'm staying with friends, so my hotel's free. So I'm just bringing her husband a case of beer, so he'll be happy with that. And then me and her can sit out by the pool.
Oh.
Are you gonna fly or drive?
Drive. It's not that far.
Oh,
I used to drive it all the time. I'll probably have to stop a lot more than I did 30 years ago. Because I haven't been there since 1998.
oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I can drive about 700 miles a day is my absolute limit.
Hmm.
Well, my legs go numb, so I have to stop and get out.
After
And then
that,
you look like you're goofy. You're trying to shake your leg out of the car so you can stand up. Oops, I'm knocking stuff over.
one time though, I drove from Oklahoma City to almost 100 miles inside of Nashville to Family Reunion. By the time I got out of my vehicle, my hips were numb.
Oh,
Oh.
Yeah, I used to be able to sit and ride for a long time. Not anymore.
mm-mm.
I have to. We go for go a couple hours, and I have to get out and move around and go a couple hours. I have to.
Yeah.
Now, I think these are going to be cute little 4-patches. I didn't iron them. I should have, but it's too hot to iron.
Rita, did you see Nancy's second block she made?
Yeah, I did. If it was that churn dash a minute ago, I did.
Yes. Didn't she do such a good job?
She did. She really did.
I
Yeah.
had to use the seam ripper
Great.
again. I'm like, oh well.
Let's craft on. Working on organizing my sewing room today. And Molly, I need pee breaks. I'm sorry to put that up there. I didn't read it.
Yeah.
I do too.
Yeah.
Guess I should read them before I put them up there.
Hey, that's just something everybody has to do. And if people are embarrassed about it, then it's like, then what do you do for go to the bathroom? You know?
Yeah.
If I have to go, I'll go anywhere. I don't care. I'll clean up my mess, but I'm going.
If I don't have to stop and get gas, I usually will stop at a rest area on the interstate and use their restroom.
Yeah, I usually go to like the rest areas.
But this
And
is
that's
so
not-
dumb. On I-40 here, they'll have a rest area and they'll have a sign that says closed. Well, what good
Oh,
is
I know.
that?
They do that all the time. They should do it at the
You know.
sign before close.
Yep.
Hi,
Like,
Rowena.
oh my gosh.
Oh, now I lost count again.
Yo, Patty said she sent out a couple of roses today, and she says, "Huh, wonder where they're going." Reckon where she sent roses to.
Well, we know Rita's not going to get one. She's
I'm
already
never
got
gonna
one.
get one, huh? I already got one.
I know.
There's 8. I need 2 more for the 4 patches.
And Rowena, she got her first block from Charlotte today.
Oh, nice.
I'm getting mine,
Nice.
but I haven't seen it yet. I can see the envelope where they scanned it.
We'll have to do it live tonight so we can show the blocks. Because I made them little short videos showing mine. But and Rachel Phelps Reed, I hope you're watching that pressure cooker. I'm going to turn around and look.
Yeah, I was going to do that. I thought, oh, no, I don't want to be a copycat.
I checked it, Rachel. It's still good. And what, 14 more minutes. Rowena, one of those roses is coming to me. Guess who, Nancy? Hi, Rita. I'll share my time with you both. Oh, she's on both of our channels.
Oh, well, that's
So
nice.
Rita, how many jars are in that canner?
18 pints.
18 pints.
Mm-hmm. And I'm about to run out of pints, believe it or not. I had to scrounge all over the house to find enough to get ready for this second canner. So I told my husband that after this goes off, I'm going to run to the dollar store and get me some more pint jars.
I thought
I'm
you
going to
said you had
run out.
plenty of jars.
I did, but you wouldn't believe how much stuff I have canned. I guess I need to eat more of it or something. I have canned everything. I mean, I've canned pineapple. I've got mushrooms, not counting just all of the pickled beets and everything. Pickled okra. I guess we just don't eat enough of it.
Do you have any like canned goods, like say your leftover from last year or the year before?
Oh yeah. Because I dumped out some jelly. I think it was plum because I opened it. It was in a pint jar, and I opened it up. And I said, "I don't know what this is, Terry," because I knew it was old, and I smelled of it, and I think it was plum. So I dumped out some plum jelly and 2 or 3 other things. I'm getting out pickled beets that was kind of old because they were kind of pale looking, and found enough jars to do the other cooking, but I do have a lot of jars. That ain't no lie. But
Yeah. Well, jars have gone up in the store. Oh my gosh.
yeah.
They've really gone
But
up.
one of these days, if I ever get that room straightened up a little bit, I'll show you my canning stuff someday. But I can't right now because it's such a cluttered mess. I can't show it to you right now.
So do you always take your rings off and not leave them on there all the time? And why do you do that? Any certain reason?
I've canned or been around canners my whole life, and I used to not to. But anymore, they say you take them off. That way you'll know if one accidentally comes loose. But I used to not to because I'd leave them on there just to store them. But now they recommend taking them off.
Yeah, I've never taken them off before, but I think I'm going to start doing that. I did strawberry jam a while back, and I took them off.
Yeah. I've started to take them off just a few years ago because YouTube people said to take them off and explain why. So, but I've canned or been around canners my whole life, and they never did, but I do now. So.
Yeah. Well, really, if you think about it, if you take them off, you've got that ring to use on the next set of jars, so you don't have to buy more rings.
That's true. Yeah. So. Now, if I was gifting jelly or something to somebody, I'd leave it on there just to make it pretty. But
yeah. Now I do that at Christmas time. I've done like some jellies, like they're smaller than a pint. I don't know what size they are, and I leave the lid on there.
Yeah, they're just little bit short ones. Yeah.
And I'll take the ring off, and I'll do a little like Christmassy fabric, and I cut it with pinking shears, put it back on there, and put the ring, screw it back on. And I give it as a Christmas gift.
Yeah, I've done stuff like that before.
My grandma used to put the rings on. I don't know why, but she did.
Well, I did too for years and years and years and years until I tried not to anymore.
I mean, when I was doing it, really, I had a family of there was 5 of us all together to feed, and we had about a half-acre garden. And I left all the bands on,
Yeah, I did. My mama did. My mother-in-law did. Everybody else did.
Mom did.
The only time they would take them off if they needed them for the next batch of canning.
Yeah. Yeah. So. But
I didn't cut these blocks too straight.
Rowena, is Nancy working on those blocks? Rowena, have you seen Nancy's blocks? She's held it up.
Yes.
okay, now
she-
Lori Clark said I tried doing tomatoes and they exploded. Now I just freeze my veggies. What would make it explode? I never had that happen.
I never had that happen either.
Maybe too full? I don't know.
I don't know. I've never had
You're
that
supposed to
happen.
leave like, a little half inch at the
Yeah.
top,
Knock on wood, but I've never had anything explode. A time or two, you'd take a jar out of the canner, the bottom of it would just kind of come off. Have you had that happen before? Just the bottom, but it didn't actually explode, but it would be broken.
No.
Yeah, either the pressure in the canner got too hot.
But you don't have to. But you don't have to pressurize tomatoes to can them.
No,
They don't have to be
I've
pressure.
water bathed my tomatoes before.
Well, see, I even cheat, and I don't even do that. I do just the open kettle and get them good and hot and put them in sterilized jars, and I don't even water bath.
Oh, you don't?
I don't.
Water bathed them and green
But
beans.
don't.
I've water
But I know
bathed before.
you're not supposed to do that. But I've watched Mama do it and watched mother-in-law do it, so I do it that way too. So.
Tomatoes. So the only thing I could think of is, because if you have it too full, it will do that.
Yeah, because you're supposed to leave a half inch airspace at the top.
And then when water bathing, you have to cover them up with at least an inch.
Yeah, an inch or two.
More than what the top of the jars.
Well, I just do it so it's covering the top of the jars. That's what I've done.
Yeah. Hi, Ruby.
I've got one of those big blue speckled water path. Is what I use.
Mm-hmm.
I've had it for years.
They explode. What was I saying? For her first and last time canning.
Yeah, that would be mine too.
There's a channel called Rebel Canners.
I watch that.
Yeah, and she teaches you, she goes, always. But she got so much flack. She says, she goes, this is the way it's always, they used to do it way back then.
Heck, yeah.
And everything. And that's what she remembers and everything. And that's what she teaches. But, with anything, when you can, you have to make sure everything is sterilized and do the time it says to do the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And whether you go by ball book or whatever, and it's like, they say botulism is very few and far between now. But they
shoot your forehead now, so it can't be that bad for you.
I know.
Well, I'll do a pan of hot boiling water on the stove, and I keep about 4 jars at a time. Say a pint one's turned upside down, so they're good and hot. And I just, when I take one jar out to fill it, then I'll put another jar in the
there.
boiling water.
Yeah, I've done that before.
Each time I get them, each jar will be as hot as it could be.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I do mine.
I was trying to teach my daughter-in-law a few years ago to can, and it may have been tomatoes. We'd done some, or maybe she'd done tomatoes, and then she was going to try some green beans without me one day. And I went to the grocery store, and she called me while I was in the grocery store, and something's wrong with this canner. And she was using the pressure canner, and so I said, "Well, turn it off, and I'll come home as quick as I can," because I was, 10 miles away. So I get home and went in there, and she'd ruined her canner, but she was trying. She had misunderstood my directions and had it as full of water, like a water bath. So anyway, she was trying to learn, but it was dangerous. It really was. And she's getting better, but she was just had to learn from scratch because her mama never taught her nothing. I learned by with the older people. So it
Yeah,
kind
well,
of second nature to me. Yeah.
we used to live in northern Mississippi, and I had two neighbor ladies that did a lot of canning, and I learned so much from those two women, and they showed me exactly how to do it.
Yeah.
My poor mom could burn water when I was growing up, so I didn't learn anything from her.
Well, we had a garden at home. I remember as a teenager, but everything my mom did, she put in the freezer. She didn't do any canning, but she put everything in the freezer.
Yeah, my mom and her mom, so we called her Granny. They would can and freeze, and anytime it was canning, I wanted to sit and watch, and they tell us to go outside.
Huh.
Everything.
We had to help. I tell you what, I wish I had some kids here to help me. Is what I wish.
I know.
They could portion jars and speeded up this whole process, but it's just been me and Terry.
Get them grandkids over there. Tell them, get over here and help me.
Well, I can remember having to shell butter beans and what they call crowder peas.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
and snapping green beans. I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we planted and we helped pick it up, whatever was growing and everything. But when it came to canning, the only thing I think my mom helped me watch was when she blanched the corn to freeze it. But then we had to shuck the corn and then cut the corn off the cob.
Yeah.
So I used to get, well, my mom worked at a local grocery store, and one of the girls I worked with, her dad owned the farm. And he had a corn farm which supplied the corn for the grocery store. So I thought he gave us the bushels of corn, but I'm quite sure my mom paid for it. But we would come home with bushels of corn, and my best friend, I said I would get her and her brother and the next door neighbor, we would shuck the corn. And then we get in the pool afterwards.
Those you don't sew together.
Molly Pest Hunter's best catch. I have all the stuff and don't know where to start. Are we talking about canning or quilting? Too many topics going on. Yo, Patty, my canning experience is a can opener and Stokely's cream corn. And Peggy Lynn is picking green beans today. I hope I have enough to do a batch in the canner. We're talking about canning. You just have to get started at it.
To me, the easiest thing to learn to can is do a water bath can and make jelly.
Yeah.
Strawberry or blueberry, because you just make your jelly, go by what they say to do, and it's only 10 minutes in a water bath canner. Like, that was the easiest way to start.
Yeah.
If you're not giving it away as a gift, I wouldn't even water bath the jelly, though. Well, my timer's been off. I'm going to turn it off.
I go to Sparkle for my jelly.
I don't think I water bathed the strawberry jam I put up. It was just good and hot, and the jars were hot.
Hot.
My ex-mother-in-law used to make strawberry rhubarb jelly, but she did it. Hers went in the refrigerator, and I think she did it with Jell-O, but I'm not sure. But it was good.
Now, I did some one year, and it was called freezer strawberry jam. And I did it like in smaller pint glass jars, and I put them in the freezer just to kind of try it. And it was okay.
Yeah, these you just put in the fridge. Oh, man, I could eat that to death.
One year I made the strawberry chocolate jam. I liked it, but Terry didn't like it, so I didn't ever make it again. I found the recipe on the internet, and then another time I made strawberry jalapeno, and I thought it was pretty good too, but Terry didn't like it, so don't make it again. So.
Now my mom made this jelly that was so good. I think it had like maybe strawberry jello in it, but it had figs in it called strawberry fig jelly.
Ooh, that
And it
sounds
was so
good.
good. It was so good.
And Rowena says, Rita, I showed my husband everything you're canning and he couldn't believe it. We're about halfway preppers out here. So we like to be self-sustaining if we can. So.
Yeah.
June, I used to can a lot when I was a lot younger. When I cleaned out jars, more freezer space, I would donate it. And Pam, Craft on a Crow, so forth. My grandson made your peanut butter pie. That's a good peanut butter pie. It was pretty simple
I was telling
too.
somebody about that. He said, yes, it was really good, but I've never had one.
Yeah, we had everything to make it but the milk. And I told my daughter, I said, well, maybe you could use water. She goes, no, Mom, you can't use water.
And all you needed was a half a cup. You just need a little bit.
We didn't have any milk.
You're not a prepper like me.
I don't drink milk, so if she needs
Oh,
milk, she has to tell me she needs it, and I'll get it. Or she can
Okay.
buy it. So now let's see. I think these are foreign.
Lori Clark, how hungry are you trying to make me?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, and she's fixing to make that tropical breeze pie. That's a good one too.
That can't be right. That can't be right. That can't be right.
I think I heard Terry come in. Reckon what he's bringing me. What, did you bring me anything?
Corn.
Did you bring corn?
Corn's done. I'm back on beans.
He says the corn's done. He's back on beans. I don't get a break. Did you pick beans? They're dry now, though, aren't they? Well, he's come in, so I'll get off here. He won't talk to me if he thinks you guys are going to hear him. So, so I'll leave this. I wonder, do you want me to stop it to my channel, or how you want me to do that?
I don't care. You can leave it run if you want.
And Corky came in. Corky said, I just cleaned out my canning cupboard. I'm on the way to the farmer's market tomorrow.
But the only thing is, I won't be able, if you get a troll, I can jump off of here and go to your channel, so that's no problem.
All right, I am going to click off here since he's came in. So, all right. See y'all later. Bye.
See you later.
Bye, everybody in chat.
Bye. Well, let's hope. How many do I need of these? 4. 1, 2, I got just enough, but no, I need 4 more for that. Oh. I don't think any of those are the right size, so I'm going to have to take this apart. Oh, well. Oh, Sheila left too? No.
Yeah, I think she dropped down.
Well, she left her thing. I'm going to remove her then.
I'm gonna go behind this thing.
There.
Yeah, I'm still here.
Who you laughing at?
Myself.
Oh, you're as bad as me. I do that all the time.
I was like, you said something, I said I replied. I was like, am I muted? I had to look and see if I was muted.
Oh, I didn't hear you?
I was laughing.
Oh, yeah, because I thought, what is going on over there? Yeah, I sewed these strips together for my Jacob's ladder, but I didn't need that many strips. I read the instructions wrong. It said I needed 10. Well, yeah, I
Oh my
needed
goodness.
2 sets, not 10 4 patches. So now I'm taking this apart so I can make 4 of the half square triangles.
All right, this is the next block I'm working on.
Ooh, that's pretty.
Do you? Sheila likes blue, so I was like, I'll do blue for her
Oh, that's pretty. I like it.
because
Make
she.
another turn dash.
Yeah, I don't do turn dash right now because that's the one I know I'm
Yeah.
comfortable with right now, so that's what I'll stick with.
Yep.
And then Sandra, Sheila kept going, I like blue. Is that a hint? I like blue. And then Sandra, she goes, Dina, I like purple's my favorite color. If you want to do something in purple, that'd be good for me.
Oh.
So I was writing down people's names and what color they would like. So I was like,
Okay.
okay.
Sheila got kicked off because she answered her phone or something. So it dropped her down. I didn't know it, so I thought she left.
She goes, I saw my quilt box. I'm so excited. Yeah, we picked the blue put together because Dee was helping me with it. She wants blue. She goes, okay, let's put this together.
Well, that's good. I'm just doing this 4-patch because I really liked what Sheila was doing them, and I like the Jacob's ladder, not 4-patch. And this is easy once you don't follow the directions. Not like me. Okay, sew every strip you got.
Oh my goodness.
But I can do this with the jelly rolls. The ones that come in around circles.
Uh-huh.
I can use those because this said 2 1/4, but I'm doing it 2 1/2. I mean, what's the worst can happen? It's a little bigger. So, but I refuse to iron today. I just refuse. I got the liquor out I took it out for a few minutes to get the ice off, and now they're in the fridge defrosting. But then I was impatient. I ordered pizza for lunch because I couldn't wait for the burgers to thaw.
Oh my goodness.
All right, so now I got to do. Oh, I got to put these together and then cut them. And I need 4 of these. Yeah, I'm not staying on here a marathon like the other day.
Oh, I understand that.
But I coming on later on Fridays because Jean's on from 10 to 2, and I like to pop in and see what she's doing. So
Right.
this way, I'm not in her way. When I was getting all the hours, I couldn't worry about that. I just had to go.
I know.
There's 2. 3. So I'll have enough for 2 blocks. And 1 more.
Because I need to figure out what I'm having for dinner. They've already got their dinner. Then my battery is like.
Yeah, I got my phone plugged in because it was almost dead because I was playing solitaire at the garage waiting for my car. And I was watching Castle. Remember that old show?
Oh, yes. I love that show.
Yep. So I watched that. I almost waited to finish what it was going. I'm like, no, get your car and get out of here. Yeah, I should really iron these, but it's really not happening. This is just a practice block anyways to see if it comes out. All right, now I'm just gonna sew one block today, maybe two. I got to work on. I forgot about those orders I got from my mom. She's gonna be up and down my door here pretty soon. Where's those wristlets? I forgot.
Oh my goodness.
I used to whip them out really fast, but then she'd be like over here, thinking I could do it that fast. And then I finally said, it takes a long time to make these. You watch, I'm probably making too many of these too. That's all right. I'll put them into something else. I'm sure I'm not missing nothing. Oh, people are saying hi. Oh, Sharon J got Linda's blocked. Thank you. I love it.
Awesome.
And somehow I got Nightbot to say hi to everybody when they come in. Because I kept testing and it was bringing up my name, so I thought I was doing it wrong. Well, duh, whoever puts hi is the one that it says hi to. Jeez.
I have a thing on Nightbot that I'm like, I had when I first started, and I'm like, I need to figure out how to take that off because it says like, subscribe, like, say hello, like, subscribe to everyone. I'm like, well, you don't have to subscribe to everyone, but just check them out.
Yeah.
So
Just go ahead and delete that command or go to the command and hit the little pencil and edit it. That's all you have to do.
well, thank you. Because I was like, I kept looking to see, because I was like, I'm not a dummy, but this technology has just gone way over my head.
Well, they make it so you have to have a degree or something, but then sometimes it's simple and then sometimes it's not, or they hide it so you can't find it. Once you find it, it's easy to do, but they like to hide it from you. I'm just doing one side first and then the other. June Hanson. I don't get a block today. Oh, poor June. I didn't get one today either.
I got mine from Charlotte yesterday. It has Anastasia's name on the envelope, and I was going to open it up this morning and do a video.
Mm-hmm.
I got to thinking, I better not do that without Anastasia. She'd be so mad at me. I was like, oh my goodness. And they went out because they only have off Fridays and Saturdays. So it's like, we're going out. I'm like, later. Goodbye. You're out of my hair. I don't care.
Yeah, you get some time to yourself.
Yeah. Now, sometimes I would like to go out and do things and everything, but,
Sometimes
it is what it is. I'm like sitting here, you see me, I get up, I'm like hobbling along.
That's the way I am. Especially if I sit a long time. But I've been trying to walk, but every time I want to go, it's either too hot or raining. So
Yeah, exactly.
that's my excuse, and I'm sticking with it. And I usually don't walk far because I hate to get halfway there and then all of a sudden you can't make it back.
I know. That was that thing.
Now, once Haley can drive by herself, then I'll be like, okay, that's fine, because I can call her, come get me. I can't walk any further. And knowing her, the little brat she is, she'd say, too bad. That's what I've done to her.
Oh my goodness.
But she finally made her own doctor's appointment because I told her, I said, I'm not making it. You need to learn to do this.
Mm-hmm.
And she had her own video conference today with them. And then I told her I'd drive her for her blood work, but she told him what she needed and, needed refills and everything. So I'm like, that's good. I hope I'm doing this right.
You sound like me.
Well, I'm new to quilting. I've only haven't been doing it that long. And then I only stuck to things I knew. But I've been branching out, with new stuff. But I like the scrappy ones because it don't matter how you do it. It can't be wrong when you're using scraps because you just put them every which way.
True. Now, not the charm blocks, but the roll, the jelly roll.
Mm-hmm.
Now, is that just in strips, or is that?
Those are in strips. They're 2.5-inch strips.
Oh, okay.
Those are my favorite to use. That's how I'll show you the bag I made with them. That's how I made this giant bag.
Oh, look at that. I like that.
Just strips all the way around and up.
Yeah.
And of course, I just put a lining in the inside, and the handles are stripped. Everything strips. Even the pocket. The pocket's called for plain fabric, but I use strips. So.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, and it holds a lot. That's mine. Nobody's getting it.
There you go.
I already told my mom, no, you can't have it. Sorry. Hi, Colby. Hi, Kelly. Hi, Kathy's Quilts and Crafts. I think June's saying hi to Maureen. Colby's saying hello. Kathy's Quilts and Crafts. June's saying hi. Craft and so forth jumped. She's saying that's beautiful. Thank you, Pam. Lori's saying very pretty. Thank you, Laura. Maureen's saying hi to Kathy. Our treasured home. Hello, everyone.
Yeah, I was like, say hello to everybody because I'm looking down so I don't cut my fingers.
Deb Somerville. LOL, that Nightbot likes you, June. Yeah, every time you say hi, it's going to say hi back to you. Oops. Pick that up. Now, the part I don't like, these suckers. Now, I could do without the cutting and the ironing. The rest I like. Well, that's all right. Yeah, I'll iron these later after it cools. Uh-oh. You better not get in trouble, Goober. Stay away from that cat box. I heard you.
Uh-oh. Dog.
Oh, he's a pain in the butt, but I love him. I love it when a cat attacks him. And then you don't know what to do. Well, maybe that was... hold on. I got to go see what he's barking at.
All righty.
Henry, be careful. They'll be back up as soon as they realize I didn't go with them.
Yeah, I'm just making sure I cut everything right because I don't want to make a mistake.
Yeah, that's what I do. Measure twice, cut once. And then I lay everything in its row. I did cut way too many of these, but that's all right. Now I'm just going to open them up because I'll use that other block in something else,
Right.
or I'll send it.
I was telling Dee what I was going to do is just cut, measure out 12 and a half inches with material and cut two different ones that are half like a triangle or whatever, and then sew them together and send them out.
Oh, those are nice. Those are half square triangles.
And I was like, she got the laugh. I was like, I didn't know how to cut any of this.
Well, Wednesday, I was doing 8 half square triangles at a time, and that was the first time I ever done that. That was not fun. But I am going to see how many I need of these because I don't want to trim all these. Make 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The rest can go in a pile over there. All right. Now, where's my... I had it here a minute ago. Oh, there it is. In the pile. And you can go in the pile. I'm only making 1 stinking block today. Or on camera.
Yeah.
Well, this ain't right. These things are supposed to be 4.5 by 4.5. Well, they're not. They're 2.5.
Oh my goodness.
So I did something wrong. Definitely did something wrong. Well, I do everything right except for, oh, maybe I was supposed to. Draw. Yeah, these are not anywhere near close. But they're going to stay this size. And I will see once I get them trimmed what they're... Oh, this... Oh, I see you guys made it back up here so fast. Did you see I was gone? Yeah, if they wanted them 4.5, you shouldn't have cut these in half. Just did it once. Done it good. Yeah, by the time you sew those together, they're going to be even smaller. Yep. Nope. I'm going to use that in another project. Did I cut them all? Yes, I did. So, I got to cut some more. Darn it.
Alrighty.
No, I'm just going to do it 5 inches and 5 inches. I don't know what they need, but I ain't doing it that way. Be quiet. I don't have time. Go. I promise. What? You lost, man. You heard me. Uh-oh. Did I do it? Oh.
Alrighty.
All right. Let's see. Now I gotta cut these. Don't give me that look. Just get out of here. Go on. You heard me. Let me cut this. If you bark, I'm gonna screw it up.
Well, it's like, when I'm cutting, you gotta concentrate.
Yes. Do you see this rotary cutter, dogs? It's dangerous. Get out of here. Oh my God. Get out. Go home. Go to bed. Come on, get out of here. Go eat. Go get a bone. You want back on the bed? You want in the bed, dude? Come on. Get on the bed. Henry, you can wait a few minutes. I just have to finish this block.
Tom, you're not old Mother Hubbard. He's got
No bones in the cupboard. I need a pen because I got to write this down. And, oh, well, they're probably buried under all these squares. Here it is. All right, I changed the directions because I'm sure the directions are right, but how I read it's wrong. So I'm going to do it my way and hope for the best.
yes.
Because that way wasn't working.
You can always sing Frank Sinatra.
I did it my way.
He did it that way.
We used to always sing that one song, New York, New York, in the bars. Whenever it came on, everybody would stop and start singing it for years. Well, I don't know if they still do because I stopped going to the bars.
Oh, I know.
That line wasn't too straight, but can't concentrate with them dogs going crazy.
I've only been to a bar 3 times. Oh, okay. Yeah, 4 times. 3 times just because one was for work, but the other 3 times because, friends had asked me to go, and I thought to myself, is this what this is all about? They go, yeah, it's so fun. I'm like, no, it's not.
Yeah, I used to have a lot of fun, but then you grow up and you grow older and you're like, no, this is not fun.
I don't know where y'all get this as fun.
You were just with the wrong crowd.
It was AOL chat group, and we all got together, and we did have one get together, but it wasn't at a bar. It was like a community center type thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, I'm done with.
I like the one. The only way I go now is if there's food. You know, like you go and have drinks with your munchies or whatever.
Right.
Drink and eat a lot of food, then that's fine. But other than that, to just go in a bar and sit there and do nothing, I don't know how I ever did it.
Like,
Because I'm like, this is boring. But I did it and I had fun, or at least I thought I had fun.
well, the times I went, I was a designated driver, so
Yeah.
I was like, this still is not,
Yeah.
you call this is fun? Yeah. I'm like, okay, this is not fun.
I'll be the designated driver, but they got to leave when I leave. That's when I'm done eating.
Now I'm not being a designated driver because they knew I didn't drink. I'm like, what's the fun of getting drunk when you don't know where you're at or what you're doing or anything like that? That's not fun. Alrighty.
Let's move those out of the way. They don't need to be cut.
Alrighty.
All right, let's get this go on the road. Where's my cutter? Probably over here. Yep.
Well, I think my family is home because I heard them beeping the
Horn.
thing. Yeah.
See if this block will go together. I'm not going to sew the whole thing. I don't want to stay on long today.
Yeah. So as soon as
Oh, I didn't.
so I'm gonna hop on down
All right, I'm almost done here. So
and everything. So if Frida goes live tonight, we'll see each other then.
yeah, I'll probably hop on then as long as I'm awake. So
I know. I don't think she is. Rita, don't go live if you're tired. She's in the chat.
oh, so Yarnum's here and my wild home's here. Henry? Oh, Henry's my dog. And so's Goober, in case you didn't know.
Well, everybody have a good afternoon, and I'll see y'all later.
Yeah, these are going to work. I just have to trim them down a little bit. See, they're more the same size.
Cool.
All right, let me get over here. All right, I was making a Jacob's ladder my first time. I got these squares done. They're right. But then I made the other squares. Well, these were not the same size, the right size. This was the right size. So I'm not going to be able to finish it today, but I'll need to trim all these and make sure they're all even and then iron and make sure these are all even. And then the next time I go live, I'll show you how to put it together because I would be here a long time. So, and it's been almost 2 hours. But, and plus I still have all these over here to trim for my table runner. So I'm going to be busy off camera, evening stuff up before I can sew them together. But I'd like to thank everyone for coming. Thank you, Rita. Thank you, Sheila. Let's see. Thank you, Nancy. You just left. I shouldn't forget your name that fast. And I'd like to thank everyone in the chat for coming. Oh, yes. The little small ones I'll use for another project, but not in the one I'm making, Lisa. Believe me, I don't throw any fabric away. Those little tiny squares will end up in something, probably a bag, because I think they'd look cute. And I have some more of that fabric that I can make some borders and everything. So bye, Rita. Bye, Yo Patty. Bye, Sandra. Bye, Pam at Craft On and so forth. Don't forget, if you want to put your links in, drop them in now. Bye, Deb Somerville. Bye, Christy Stewart. Bye, Gladys. Bye, Sheila. Thanks for showing me that 4-patch pattern. I just messed it up. Bye, my wild home. Bye, everyone. Bye, Sharon. Bye, Katie. I think that's everyone. Bye, John Boy. Bye, So Yarnum. Bye, Lori Clark. Okay. Oh, I have to get up here to do that. Oh, I did it with one hand.